Okay, so food for thought, as promised. What I am learning, so when I was trying to tackle the beast, you know, right now for me, the boys, like Patrick and I have our kind of our routine down. I know this sounds really shitty, but we're kind of like roommates right now. Our season is that we're roommates. Not that we don't love each other. We do. He loves me. I love him. Don't get me wrong on that. But we're in such a phase having the 6-year-old and the 3-year-old where it is truly Groundhog Day. So when you go to bed exhausted. When you wake up exhausted. Dealing with a 3-year-old that didn't really want to wake up, yet he woke up on his own. And the first thing he wants is his little iPad to watch his cartoons and refuses to change his pull-up and get him dressed because we have to get out the door fast. Get Baker ready because he has school and he can't miss the bus. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of shit. That's just the morning. That is not including night routine, making dinner. Hey, we even have a system down where Patrick will let me know when he's 10 minutes away so I can start working on the kids' dinner, because usually their dinner takes about 10 minutes, give or take. And so you can cook pasta in 10 minutes. You can just do all kinds of shit, right, in 10 minutes. So, and then by the time they get here, I've turned on the TV to have their little cartoons on. We've got their little table trays so they can eat. Patrick then watches them eat. We both kind of play maid service because if they want something extra, whatever. But once they settle down and they're actually eating, then I usually retire myself. I will go start working again. And then Patrick is usually in charge of bath time, but sometimes we rotate that around, right? So the kids are in a season that they need us that way. And then I've got the older kids, and the older kids, our 19-year-old very seldom is home. Anna, she's constantly gone now between work, living at her boyfriend's house, coming in part-time. So we hardly see her. And when she is around, then you always worry, okay, why is she being nice to me? What does she want? That kind of thing. Okay, that's the season of life we're in with Anna. Hayden, my 17-year-old, learning to rebuild a relationship in such a way, because he does have some hurts when he moved away when he was younger. So I'm trying to make amends the best I can while respecting his space, because he lives in Texas with his dad. And then Taylor, my 21-year-old, or 20-year-old, he'll be 21, helping him go through life. He lives with a girlfriend in an apartment now. We love her, but he's just trying to figure himself out. And so it's being a therapist for him. And yet he still continues to make his own decisions. So it's just more of sharing with him what the responsible way is, still knowing that he's of the age he's still more than likely going to do completely opposite of what I say, which is fine. I love that he doesn't live here with me anymore. And I think he enjoys that he doesn't live with me anymore, because now our relationship is actually a good one. And so, yeah, so it's juggling all of those things. It's growing a business. It is growing a business in Arizona. It is growing a business in Texas. It is, it's all these things right now. It's trying to sit down today on a Thursday to give myself a personal day off, and being clueless as how to do that because I'm so anxious that I feel I need to be working. And part of that is, I've been trying to find this clarity. I've been trying to get out of my space in here, right? I'm trying to push and continue getting strong. I will tell you guys that this going to the gym thing, my rule was not, every time I try to put 5 days and get my little habit sticker on my planner or whatever, that shit just falls by the wayside. I end up doing none. It's so crazy, or like water. So instead, what I'm doing is I told myself the last several weeks, just if you go to the gym more days than you haven't, that's a win for the week. And so I have been respecting that want and desire that I gave to myself. So it has been important enough where I am doing that. I'm going in for an hour. When I get done, it feels awesome. Being cooped up in the house because my car's still in Texas. So even just going out for one gym session has been very fulfilling. And it's also been nice because I'm not running all over town. I'm not wasting gas in my Tahoe, which is, damn, that is like saving us money in itself. But something that I'm recognizing, I'm eating healthier. I'm going into week 8 of keto, feel fantastic. No swelling. The swelling is what was getting to me and feeling sluggish. But I tried Prozac. My psychiatrist wanted me to try Prozac for my depression because my depression has been coming around looking different now. It's not making me yawn, but it is making my mind and my body feel physically tired. Usually I yawn a lot is how I know I was depressed, and now it's just popping its head different. And that's normal, I guess. My psychiatrist was like, hey, listen, just because you're used to it, you're still trying to control things. Just allow it and accept it. But she gave me some Prozac, y'all. Okay. So I'm already on my mood stabilizer. I've been on that for years. Works great for me. It keeps me at bay, but it doesn't do this to me, and it doesn't make me feel like a zombie. Prozac, holy shit balls. So I took that on Sunday night. I woke up Monday. I felt like I was so hungover. I had to go to bed until 10:30 in the morning. I had to go back to sleep because I was like, this shit is just not snapping out of my system. So I've not taken the Prozac again. I need to take that in stride. I'm like, holy crap, do I just work out instead extra and help myself with this depression stuff? But anyway, so trying to make good choices and trying to stay out of the overwhelming, because it's when I overwhelm myself that I digress at such a high speed that it's very hard to get back up again. And then that's when I start beating myself up, because with my depression, so you have emotional aspects, right, that are very strong, but then you have logical and practical thoughts and process, and they're like all colliding, basically, is the best way to describe it. And so knowing that I need to try to balance them. You guys, I say this with no conceited motive. I am one of the most kick-ass, truly, realtors. I have 16, 18 years in this business, you guys. In sales, there's certain people that when you prove that you can sell, you just sell, and you do a great job. And there's so many things in my life I'm uncertain about. I feel like I failed Hayden, when he had to move away early on. I feel like I fail my daughter sometimes. I feel like I fail in the cleaning department at my house now. I feel like when Witten came on board, that was what made the fucking wheels come off the bus. I was super mom until that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of feels that I'm failing, but the one thing I've always known that I can do awesome is kick ass when it comes to helping my clients find a house. And so when you're faced with a challenge, that it doesn't matter how good you are, right? That it truly just does not matter how great you are at whatever it is that you do, and it's still not getting the tangible results. So for me, it's a sale, getting my clients under contract. It makes the lows extremely low and dark, but when you make it happen, the highs are so high that you're high. It's like a drug. Well, right now, I have clients ready to go. I cannot get them a house to save my life. I'm using every tool that I can, everything in my arsenal, every different way. And all of a sudden, I just had to think to myself the other day, and I don't really remember what made it so, but I thought to myself, Sam, go back to your mission statement. What is your mission statement? Your mission statement is all about making an impact, that one person can make a difference in the world, like one person at a time. And so why are you not going back to what your mission is, what you wrote down as your company non-negotiable, like what your purpose was with your business? One person at a time. I'm one person at a time. I do believe I can make a difference in someone's world, because I know that there have been single individuals that have made a difference in mine. So I know it's real. I see it. It's tangible. It's all these things. And so I've just been like kind of manifesting, maybe, if you will, within my mind, reassuring myself, help one. If you help, just stay focused on one family at a time. Let's get them in their house, then take the next person, focus on them and put them in their house, the next one. And they're eventually going to have homes, but you're trying to help all your qualified buyers at once. And when you're doing that, you're running like an idiot. You're running amok. You're getting drained. You're not getting the results that you are completely wired and capable and have a purpose to do in this world. So all that to be said, I encourage you that if you are, if you're trying to do it all at once and you feel like you're just failing miserably, right? Even it goes back to this studying, right? Like your classes, you could have so many classes and you're trying to study all at once. Let's take one at a time, right? it requires a timeout. It requires us saying, stop the damn madness, right? Hold the damn horse. Let me regroup myself. Let me start over again. Fail forward, but don't hang out in your failing either, you guys, because that's the other thing. Oh, I'm going to fail forward. Oh, I'm giving myself some grace. Hell no. There's this fine line where eventually you're giving yourself too much damn grace for patience and too much failing forward, where now you've got tread marks on your damn face. No, let's learn and let's adjust, but truly stop and adjust. Get back, give yourself that moment to say, okay, pout, get overwhelmed, whatever. But then it's the paper, it's the brain dump for 5 to 7 minutes, and then get your shit together, right? And say, okay, what is the one thing I need to do first, right? Who do I serve and help first? And sometimes that might be in the form of you, like, hey, I need to serve myself first because I no longer have any energy to give and brain cells or anything. Nothing of value that I can truly bring no one value right now, even if I wanted to. Get that done and then go to the next step, right? In sales. If you're in sales, please take one client at a time, you guys. We're in a season, just take one at a time. We're gonna net a better conversion. We're gonna have a better return on investment. All the business terms that everyone damn talks about at all times, that's what you're gonna have better of. If you were a mom and you are on the struggle bus like I am of, all my relationships with my kids suck right now, they're horrible, or I'm stuck in the house with them and now I'm all cooped up and now, they're always on my nerves. Whatever it is, let's stop, time out, brain dump what your struggles are, brain dump where you feel you're failing and falling short. Let's replace them with truths. I think that there's something to be said that if you can separate things as this is what the trauma is in my mind, right? Where I feel I'm failing. Trauma, let's replace each one with truth if you need to, column and column. Or if it's just brain dump that you feel you have so much to do and you just can't get out from underneath, brain dump it, delegate, remove what truly doesn't matter. If you have a significant other, I don't think it would be a bad exercise that if you really are just tail spinning right now within your own mind, brain dump it all, have a cocktail or have some water, whatever it is, and just sit down with them and say, hey, can you help me? I've got some blind spots right now. I'm very overwhelmed. What do you think? I'm going to read my list to you and just neutrally, without judgment. Don't give me your 2 cents on it. But what, out of all of this, what do you think I could delegate? And what do you think I could just remove altogether that, I'm so concerned. I feel like I, haven't wiped the counters enough. I failed at that, for example, right? And your significant other says, you know what? I don't care. I know you think that I want those counters clean at all times, but I really don't. I'd rather you just sit down for 10 minutes. We're assuming all these things in our head that have to get done. And you guys, I am learning that most of that shit does not matter. There's very few things that matter. So like in my business right now, what matters to me is I write seller letters. I ask for sellers, fully understanding that the more I ask for sellers, the more that I can help my clients find a home, right? The more that I can get buyer referrals. It thrives my business. On taking Thursday off, for example, I know that I need to start taking Thursday off because it allows me to care for myself because the boys are in school / daycare, and it gives me some hours of stillness so I can read a book if I want to, so I can sit down and do nothing if I want to, so I can, like, for example, right now sitting by our window, there's a mountain view and I'm having my coffee and I'm not running like an idiot with my head cut off. When it comes to, my duty, if you will, as a wife, I'm learning that, life has us living separate lives right now. He watches his shows, I watch mine, I'm working, he's helping with the boys, like life is crazy. But then there's these important times to kind of connect at night. Even if it's in the moment of you're laying next to each other in bed, right? Like that's still connecting. It doesn't look practical, but it is what it is. On the mom front, I'm just doing my best with the older kids to let them know I care, tell them that I love them right now. I think the only thing I'm really doing well at right now is I'm reminding them how much I love them. And then when Taylor calls me, or any of them call me, I just pick up the phone and help them through whatever ask or question they have. And with Baker and Witten right now, I'm just learning that our snuggle time that we used to always do is looking different now, but it's still taking place. It's just not conventional. So with that said, I hope that you will be reminded that it is completely okay not to be a superhero. Don't, in fact, throw that damn cape away, because I think when we do it, it's like a scale. You're going to become so obsessive, feeling that you have to achieve everything. And in the process, you're going to fail miserably. That's just the truth of the matter. You become half-ass of everything. And when you're wired to want to be caring, nurturing, successful, all of these positive things, you're intentionally setting yourself up to fail without even realizing you were. So let's get rid of the cape. Throw on your fucking hat if you want to. Throw on your sweats. I don't care what you do. Do something that's just going to keep you in your element, so that you are allowing yourself all the goodness, all the success that was meant to come your way, all the blessings, all just the purposeful positives, all of it. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I'm going to wrap up. I'm preparing for a call. I'm doing a couple exciting things today on my day off because I chose to do them today. But I'm really, really thrilled because today I am working on some good things that would normally overwhelm me, but I asked for help and I'm getting help to do awesome stuff for my real estate company. So for those of you that don't know, I'm out of Arizona because I do not know how far this damn video is going to travel on my YouTube channel. It's under Samantha Root, Mompreneur Living. I have people in Australia, Asia, Greece, Iceland, like you guys. I have people so far away. It's so badass. I love it. And so I don't know where this Facebook video is going to go. I will download it on YouTube also. But yeah, I'm in Arizona. I'm full-time realtor mama. Puedo hablar en español también. I'm completely bilingual, but I'm in Texas full-time as well. So I have niche home team. I love to sell houses. The team members that I have love to sell homes. We are a faith-driven, people-inspired company. That is literally the name of my LLC, and I have literally trademarked the phrase because that is how much I believe in it. But we're really on a mission to serve others. I am on a personal mission to share my depression awareness, anxiety awareness. So no question is ever off the table. If you want to talk or ask me questions about my life, my marriage, my kids, my dark thoughts when I have them, just anything at all, feel free to ask. If you need encouragement, kick in the ass, text message, whatever it is, this is literally me in real life. I answer all my own personal shit. So if you text me, it's me. If you email me, it's me. If you Facebook message me, it's all me. You know, my YouTube channel, it is all me. I respond back. And yeah, I just want to love others the way that so many have loved me along the journey and still continue. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up. Love you guys. Bye.